I think it's over for Supreme, the clothing brand.
Yo, I thought this a year ago. Or
Why
this
you
past,
gotta beat
not,
me?
This past summer.
Why you gotta? Why can't? You know what I mean? Like, I hate that. I thought.
Oh, I thought this a year ago.
I hate that, yo. But there's something comics
that
always
Mumbai
do.
money, bro.
Like comics, right?
It's like he was up on the fucking
Right?
bootleg. He's like,
I almost
was up on
texted him this
bro.
morning. I was like, "Yo, we should start selling our shit globally." He's like, "Oh, I've been thought that."
He's like, yeah, we should start doing
First of all, Andrew, the king of it. Any joke idea I have, he's like, oh yeah, I did that. I did that. Was good.
I be doing it.
That's mine.
I be doing it.
I know it.
I be doing them all. So this is a comic thing. I bust Akaash's balls, but
Because that's all we have is intellectual property.
exactly, it's a teasing thing. We do it a lot, and it's our way of like copywriting our shit. That's why I'm teasing. I'm not really saying that about Akaash. But the reason that this came to my attention is I've seen what Kith has been able to do with clothing, right? And I was talking to a buddy of the show, Asshole, and a friend of ours, Carps, B Carps, and he was talking about a new Kith drop that was coming.
Yeah.
And
One of my really good friends is the GM of Kith. His name is Nick Anacone.
Well, Nick is doing a fucking phenomenal job. And maybe we should talk to him because what I think that they've managed to do, I bet, what I think they've managed to do is they've managed to take men's obsession with sneaker culture and travel it up the body. Now we want to get the clothing drop. Now we want to get the hoodie drop. Now, Supreme did that already. And the reason why I say Kith, I think, is going to take over Supreme is I think Supreme, because they were in their own little sphere for so long, I think they started to insult their audience. They were selling them bags of air, a brick,
Subway card, bricks,
white T-shirt,
Just dumb shit.
and it was like they were like flexing on their power. It was almost some Kanye shit. Kanye's like, I'm so cool, I can make the MAGA hat cool, and like Supreme was like, we're so cool, we can sell you a brick because it has Supreme on it. And Kith didn't do that. Kith was like, yo, let's put out fly Timbs. Yo, let's do this cool collab. And they kept on just.
They got LeBron.
LeBron?
They got
Oh, he
LeBron.
did a
Oh, yeah, they
Kith
got
collab.
LeBron
You're
James.
right.
LeBron didn't go Supreme.
Yeah.
So they kept doing the cool collabs and really fucking focusing on the work, not the antics.
Another thing, and you were the one that told me about this. And this is before Champion was popping. And maybe Supreme is the one that did it. Maybe Kanye did it. But you said Supreme started selling Champion hoodies with Supreme on it as like almost like a flex. Like, we're going to get Champion popping.
Yes.
And then
And it
Champion
worked.
got popping.
And it worked.
It
yeah.
did.
But that's when I was like, oh, this is like, you're going to overreach like this eventually. And then I'm not even trying to say this is like, you've been on Kith, actually, and I always thought it was dope. It was expensive.
Just because it was down the block from my crib.
Supreme, too many people were on it, and I just wasn't into it. But when my girl, I'm not even saying it's a knocker, when my girl was like, I want a Supreme hoodie, I was like, it's a wrap.
Hold on. That bitch wanted. Okay. Just a joke. It's a joke. I'm the most respectful. Okay.
So the one thing,
I'm the most respected.
I'm the most respectful. I'm the most respectful.
But that's when I was like, oh, everybody knows about this now.
Yeah.
Like, she's in the working world. So when everybody knows about it, and I didn't think about Kiths like you did. You thought, but to me it was like, oh, Supreme is saturated. Everything hits a saturation point.
Yes. Yes.
Jordans hit a saturation point and went to Yeezys.
Yes.
Yeezy put on the red hat, and then we went back to Jordans.
Yes.
But now we're kind of like, Virgil. You always need some shit that nobody else has got.
Yes.
And Kith is just next to me.
And to give
I
credit
didn't say
to
next. They're like now.
Oh, no, they're
the
now.
One thing that the
They're
one
now.
thing that they're really good at is they modernize nostalgia better than I've seen any brand do.
elaborate.
So they had one of their collaborations.
Real
they
quick,
did.
you know a
Perfect
guy
take.
at Kith,
Perfect.
right?
Yeah.
Why don't we get a little clothing collab? Tell them we're global. You know what I mean? We out there in India. I'm dead ass right
Akash
now.
acting like he hasn't worked this out already.
I know.
I know, right? Like,
You don't think
I
that-
should be talking to you about this, bro.
He's like, I have these moves to
Google
go.
Kith India. Guarantee there's a Flagrant 2 pop-up shop somewhere in fucking
Yo,
UP.
I bet guarantee you they're fake Kith there though for sure.
Absolutely.
The fake is
So
the
if you ever
real.
look at their rollouts or their collaborations,
What'd you say about
they
nostalgia? Say it again.
modernize nostalgia.
So Kith modernized nostalgia.
Yeah,
Okay, go.
so they do shit that's modern, but they also use nostalgic shit and marry them kind of together
Okay.
at the same time, right? So they literally just rolled out a fucking Got Milk collaboration.
Yep, they
with
got me.
fucking,
They got me with that.
you
and
got that,
Alex
right?
bought it. He bought the hoodie.
You
got
got
the
one?
Kith
Yep.
hoodie.
And fucking like Seth Rogen, I think, was on the rollout, and like
Okay.
a bunch of other like really popping like mid 2000s people and shit. I think fucking who's the guy from Goodfellas? Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta.
Ray
Yeah,
Liotta,
yeah.
he had a fucking rollout with them and shit. Fucking like just all these iconic
Yes.
90s mid 2000s people are like taking this street brand and have brought them to where it's the most popular shit out right now. Same thing with LeBron James, right? Like with LeBron, he's kind of like walking nostalgia now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
granted he's still, you know, active or whatever.
Steph Curry Supreme.
But yeah, probably. Yeah. Like right now, like LeBron's the only person, or one of the only people selling his own retros.
Mad Chinese fans.
You know what I mean? So like, if you fuck
LeBron
with LeBron,
has been in the league and been
he's been in the
popping
league
so long, he could sell his own retro
yeah,
sneakers
while still playing.
That's
a good point.
insane.
Exactly. So the same,
Holy shit.
it's the same way with LeBron and Kith and all those brands. It's all about taking nostalgia and shit that we're already familiar with,
Yes.
and just modernizing it. That's all they're doing.
And to their credit,
I don't mean to say all they're doing like it's like the easiest shit to do.
it is a very smart way to go about it, and it's smart for two reasons. LeBron is a little bit different, right? But when you tap into the right type of nostalgia, it's actually cheap. So getting LeBron James to do a collab with you is expensive.
Of course.
Getting Ray Liotta.
It's not.
Hey, you know who else is cheap? Karate Kid.
Yeah, that's
You know who else is cheap? Got Milk.
If you go and
shit
look
that
back.
penetrates us because we know about it, but it ain't. You're not paying $100,000 for per show for these people now.
Because every brand they go into a boardroom, they're like, who's hot right now? Who's hot right now? Who do
Fuck
we need?
that.
Who do we need? No, fuck
Who's
that.
still with us, but not hot right now that they're going to cost so much money.
And they're not even hot right now. They mean something to us.
Yes, it's in us
Karate
already.
Kid means something
Yes.
from your childhood. That's something. Every show, Fuller House. That's all TV is doing. Let's just reboot some shit.
Yeah.
Oh, take Joey from Friends, throw him on a show.
Dude.
Take Kevin James, kill off his original wife, bring back the bitch from King of Queens.
Yeah. And they didn't do this as well at all, but Urban Outfitters would really do this with T-shirts,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
They would do it. I mean, the way Kith has really integrated them seamlessly is much more sophisticated. But Urban would just be like, "What was cool when we were a kid? Jaws. Throw it on a shirt.
Yeah.
People will buy it, right?"
Good point.
Kith is taking it next level. Like, yo, we're doing a Karate Kid layout.
If I could
of
look
whatever.
up like some just in the past year, some Kith rollouts, Alex, if we could find some, just like the way they've taken shit that like we all grew up with, and have just put some
subtle
luxury,
flex.
some subtle luxury on it.
That's the thing that they do, man. It's just like
a little touch.
Did you see the Tims?
I saw the Tim.
So when everybody does Tims now, they make a big difference with the Tim, right? Like when they try to do their collab with Tims, right? They put out a regular Tim, and you know the little leather thing by the back of the heel, the Achilles part of the heel?
Yeah.
One was blue, and the other was wheat or whatever, or like a little bit red. So
flex,
small,
That's it.
but you're like, nah, I want those.
Yeah, the light
I want
flex.
those Tims now. It's just you upgrade. It's like an iPhone, like we were talking about with Steve Jobs. It's like you just made the little subtle upgrade, and now the other shit looks so horrible.
The light flex is the best flex. Like the richest people, they don't got fancy sneakers. They wear regular clothes and a nice ass watch.
Yes.
You gotta really be paying attention to notice that's a Breitling.
And that shit will have
That's
like
the
a leather
flex.
band. It won't even have like a big
leather
gold band.
Leather band. The lighter the flex,
The heavier
more,
that shit really
the
is.
heavier
The impact.
That's
yeah.
why I
Yeah.
love those old. You ever look at those fucking shitty memes online when it's like it's a picture of like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, and it's like, oh, they're both worth billions of dollars, not a single Gucci belt in sight.
Yeah.
But that fucking watch he's wearing that doesn't look like shit.
Yeah,
it's worth like $500,000. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
fucking
Like
flex.
that's the
Yeah.
real fucking flex over there. It's
White
not just
tees and
because-
rollies is the heavier flex than any other piece of clothing you could put on.
Yeah, and even the white tee. It's not a Hanes. That's not a Hanes white tee.
But they flex in different ways. Like he doesn't own a car; he owns Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a way
But
bigger
their flex gotta make them money.
Say what?
Their flex has to make them money. Actually,
Yeah.
and this does end up making money, but the richest, heaviest flex that's flashy is a sports franchise.
Oh yeah. Fucking what's his face? Stan Kroenke. Owner of the Los Angeles Rams. He
I thought
also
that guy
owns-
had a stroke on air.
Me too.
When they handed him the trophy, he was like, "Our code." He responded like Latino boxers respond when they're trying to answer the question, but they have no fucking clue what Max Kellerman just asked them.
Dog. So I'm watching him. I'm like, I know this guy from somewhere. I Googled him. I'm like, oh yeah, he also owns the fucking Denver Nuggets.
Nuggets, yeah.
He also owns like a bunch of other sports.
My man's teams
franchises.
are on the
I'm
come
like,
up, huh?
fuck.
No, he's killing it.
This dude's gonna be making a lot of fucking trips.
But
these
dead ass, like
off-seasons.
that shows you that if you actually have good ownership, that it can trickle down.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Like there's a reason Nuggets, like you said, are doing well. The reason the
Cowboys,
Rams are-
Knicks. There's a reason they struggle.
Yeah, it's facts, and I hate to admit it, but you know, like the Brooklyn Nets have gone from very good to terrible to back to respectable, all in a time where the Knicks have remained terrible.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
Great point.
And that hurts for me to admit. Like, I'm watching Nets games now. I'm like, fuck. These guys are really good. They might make some noise in the playoffs. D'Angelo Russell might be an all-star.
Yo, D'Angelo Russell.
And I'm just like, fuck. And they lost their best player, Karis LeVert, who might be coming back. And it's like, and they have a draft pick this year. So it's like,
and this kid Dinwiddie is playing well. Like, they got a little squad.
Their center, Allen, the Afro kid?
Jared Allen.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, they got a good little team.
You know who's friendly, very friendly with your boy Grunky?
Who?
What's his name? Sam Crunk? How do you pronounce his name?
Cronky.
Cronky? Grunky?
From where?
The Rams owner?
The owner of the Rams.
Oh, Stan Kroenke.
Kroenke. You know who's close with him?
Who?
Your boy LeBron.
Really?
That makes sense.
I think, doesn't Kroenke own part of a football team as well?
LeBron owned a part of Liverpool at one point.
Yeah.
Basketball. Soccer team. Yeah, kick football. Yo, we gotta call their sport kick football. It's so belittling. Y'all watch some kick football? Y'all watch some kick football? Oh, okay, word. Let's watch it. Who's playing? All right, cool.
So many
Who's
UK
kicking?
listeners
Who's kicking today? Some shitty city in England I would never go to ever. Yeah. What? Liverpool versus what? Manchester? Yeah. Okay.